So the whole point of me creating I Am Source is so that people can tap into their source self, so that people can remember why they're here, remember their purpose, get out, get out of their own way, right? And I think we should figure out or start with where and how I started this, or what was the reasoning behind it. I started this because of my own life journey, my own life path. A lot of us probably can resonate with the fact that we came here with a purpose, and when we were younger, we begin to express ourselves, but then we begin to be more conscious to like what's going on around us, what people are saying, the judging, what's normal and what's not normal. I was a not normal kid growing up, and I knew that, but I was also a very intelligent kid. So I learned at a very young age how to manipulate the masses into believing that I was normal. And when I say manipulate the masses, I don't mean in a negative way, like, oh, I was just playing with people's minds. But in a way, I was playing a trick on people, because when I got around people, I could instantly catch the vibe of the room, see what we're doing here, what's going on in school, in groups, in clubs, in church, in religion, in all of that. I sung in the choir, child. Like, I knew how to show up and perform so that I can exist in community, right? Because for some reason, even as a young person, I understood the need for community, or the want for community. Like, no one really wants to be alone. That's why when people commit crimes, they isolate them, because that is a punishment, to be away from community. Back in other times before now, they would make people leave. They would banish them from their communities, their kingdoms, whatever, because it is a punishment to be alone, you know? Not saying you don't need your moments of solitude, but to be alone in solitude, that's completely different, you know? So I am someone who spent the majority of my life trying to people please, trying to fit in, trying to change myself. I got to a point where I cannot stand myself, because why am I so different? You know, why am I like this? Because I wasn't around anyone that would nourish me even a little bit. I was not around anyone that poured into my difference. And this isn't any shade to my family or anyone like that. It's just that I was not poured into, you know. I said I wanted to do one thing. Everybody else said, no, you have to do another thing. So that's, you know, basically my origin of why I started I Am Source. And so the reason that we're sitting here not in like my normal little setup is because fuck that setup. I am called to share a message. I am here to remind you that if there is something that you want to do in life, whatever it is, if you feel called to it so strongly that sometimes it just eats you alive when you don't do it, do it. It's going to be uncomfortable, because you spent most of your life, like myself, trying to adapt to a society that is unnatural. But this is your experience. This is your human experience. Remember, you are a soul with a body, not a body with the soul. This physical experience is not the original experience. You are a soul. You are source. That's why this channel, this community is called I Am Source, because you are the source of your own existence, of your own reality. We are connected to an infinite source that powers us. Some people call this infinite source God. Some people call this infinite source the universe. Whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. It is the all, and we are connected to the all. We are source. So if you feel called to do something, you need to do that. If you want to create, create. If you want to travel, travel. If you feel called to spread a message or do anything, do it. Do it uncomfortable. Do it scared. Do it messy. Just do it. If you want to do something, you need to do it. I've been trying to put this community together, this channel together. Like, how can I do it? What's the perfect way? And even though I know these things, I don't always instantly practice them in my life, you know? I know how to tell someone else, don't worry about the how, or you don't need to have everything perfect. But when it comes to my own self, I'm my hardest, my worst critic, my biggest critic. Like, I am so hard on myself. You know, and that comes from a lifetime of literally like being over myself, like keeping my keeping my light so enclosed in a shadow. And it's like there's a shadow over me at all times. Like, no, we don't do that because everybody's going to look at us weird. But it's okay to be looked at weird. It's okay to be looked at indifferent. For example, I'm a superstar. I know I'm a superstar. I came here like this. You can ask anyone that knows me or knew me. Since I was a little child, I've always loved to sing and rap and write, and even so much as prophesize. They told me I used to be little, like a little toddler trying to preach at the church. Like, it's been in me to do this. It's in me, not on me. So, I'm just here to spread the message, spread the gospel, a messenger, an oracle, if you will, whatever you want to call me. But the reason I say that is because I cannot put myself in a box of not wanting to be seen or wanting to be seen as different. Of course, I have to be seen. I'm a superstar, and of course, I'm going to be seen different because not everyone in this life is going to come to this bitch as a superstar. The power of my creativity is so immaculate, it's so amazing, and I have to share it. So this is your sign, this is your message. Just share whatever gifts you came here with. Tap into source, tap into yourself. Believe in yourself. Do the thing that you came here to do. You are source. Welcome to I Am Source. I am So Wavy, your host, the motherfucking superstar. Check out all things I Am Source at IamSource.com. If this resonated with you, go ahead and subscribe. Share this video with someone you love. Spread the love. Let's build this community. Check out my music. Check out my clothes. I love you.